Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get richer and richer, while most of us feel like we're just running in place? What's their secret? Is it luck? A high-paying job? A massive inheritance? The truth is, it's usually none of those things. It's about a fundamental shift in mindset. Today we're going to unlock the secrets to financial freedom by learning how to think like the wealthy and build lasting prosperity. This isn't about get-rich-quick schemes. It's about a proven, sustainable path to building real wealth. So grab a notebook because we're about to change the way you think about money forever. First, let's talk about the biggest challenge we're all facing right now: inflation. Every day, the money sitting in your bank account is losing its buying power. That $100 you saved last year, it buys less today. It's a silent wealth killer. The middle class often fights inflation by trying to save more, cutting back on expenses, or chasing a higher salary. But the wealthy play a different game. They don't just save money, they put their money to work. They understand that the key to getting ahead isn't just about how much you earn, but what you do with what you earn. They focus on acquiring assets, things that generate more money over time. This brings us to the most powerful force in the financial universe, a concept Albert Einstein supposedly called the eighth wonder of the world: compounding. Simply put, compounding is your money making money, and then that new money making even more money. It's a snowball effect. Let's imagine you invest $1,000. The first year, you get a 10% return, so you make $100. Now you have $1,100. The next year you earn 10%, not on your original 1,000, but on the new total of $1,100, so you earn $110. It might not seem like a big difference at first, but over 10, 20, or 30 years, this effect becomes astronomical. This is the pathway to wealth, especially in an inflationary world. While your cash is losing value, your compounding investments are growing, often outpacing inflation significantly. The wealthy understand that time is their greatest ally. They start early, they are consistent, and they let compounding do the heavy lifting. They're not constantly chasing the hottest new stock. They're patient. This is a crucial mindset shift. Stop thinking about your savings as just idle cash. Start seeing every dollar as a seed that can grow into a tree, and that tree can grow a forest of financial security. So how do you put this into practice? This is where we build what I call the wealth mechanism. It's about transforming systematic savings into generational riches. It sounds grand, but it's built on a very simple habit: paying yourself first. Before you pay your bills, before you buy groceries, before you spend on anything else, you allocate a portion of your income to your investments. This isn't about what's left over at the end of the month. It's a non-negotiable first step. You automate it. Set up an automatic transfer from your checking account to your investment account every single payday. Whether it's $50, $100, or $1,000, the key is consistency. This systematic approach removes emotion and decision fatigue from the equation. You're not deciding whether to invest each month, it just happens. This is how the wealthy build their fortunes, not through a single brilliant move, but through thousands of disciplined, consistent actions over time. They build a machine that automatically converts their labor into capital. Your job earns you money, and this machine turns that money into wealth. Over time, the income from your investments can start to rival and eventually surpass the income from your job. That, my friends, is the definition of financial freedom. This requires more than just saving and investing. It requires a deep shift in your investment mindset. The middle class tends to be risk averse. They see the stock market as a casino. They prefer safe options like savings accounts or government bonds, which in an inflationary environment are often guaranteed to lose purchasing power. They trade the possibility of high returns for the illusion of security. The wealthy, on the other hand, understand and manage risk. They don't avoid it, they educate themselves about it. They know that to achieve significant growth, they must invest in assets that have the potential to appreciate in value. This doesn't mean being reckless, it means diversifying. They don't put all their eggs in one basket, they invest in a mix of stocks, real estate, businesses, and other assets. They think long term. A dip in the market isn't a catastrophe, it's a buying opportunity. When others are panicking and selling, they are often buying valuable assets at a discount. This is the core difference, seeing market volatility not as a threat, but as an opportunity. It's about shifting from a mindset of fear to a mindset of strategic opportunism. Finally, let's tie it all together and talk about how to inflation-proof your future with smart strategies for accumulating appreciating assets. As we've established, cash is not king in the long run. Appreciating assets are. What are they? These are things that tend to increase in value over time, faster than inflation. The most accessible appreciating asset for most people is the stock market, specifically through low-cost index funds or ETFs. These funds allow you to own a small piece of hundreds or thousands of the world's best companies, automatically diversifying your investment and capturing the overall growth of the market. You're not betting on a single company, you're betting on the long-term growth of the global economy. Another classic appreciating asset is real estate, whether it's your own home, which builds equity over time, or a rental property that generates cash flow and appreciates in value. Real estate has been a cornerstone of wealth creation for centuries. Other examples include investing in businesses, whether your own or someone else's, or even collecting valuable assets like art or rare commodities, though these are more specialized. The key principle is to move your money from things that depreciate, like fancy cars or the latest gadgets, into things that appreciate. Every dollar you direct towards an appreciating asset is a step towards securing your financial future and protecting yourself from the eroding effects of inflation. To recap, building lasting wealth isn't a mystery. It's a system. It starts with adopting a wealthy mindset, focusing on acquiring assets, not just earning a high income. You then harness the incredible power of compounding by investing systematically and consistently over a long period. This transforms your savings from idle cash into a powerful, wealth-generating machine. You shift your investment philosophy from fear-based conservatism to educated, strategic opportunism, seeing market downturns as chances to grow. And finally, you protect your future from inflation by consistently channeling your money into appreciating assets like stocks and real estate. This journey won't happen overnight. It takes discipline, patience, and a commitment to learning. But the principles are simple and they are available to everyone, not just the super rich. Start today. Automate your first investment, even if it's small. Read a book about investing. Change your mindset from a consumer to an owner. You have the power to build your own financial freedom and create a legacy of prosperity. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this valuable, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on building wealth and achieving financial independence. Let me know in the comments what your first step will be. I'll see you in the next video.